To watch more videos and support our channel, Dalit Poetry and Literature, please subscribe.
Bhikshuni Lakshmibai Naik, deceased. After the conversion of 1956, many people from the untouchable community embraced Buddhism. The religious fervor was so great that some turned their backs on all worldly pleasure and became bhikkhus, devoting themselves to the service of society. The bhikkhus took up activities like explaining the philosophy of the new faith to the people in simple language, carrying out Buddhist religious rites, and collecting subscriptions for the setting up of Buddha viharas. While doing this, the bhikkhus took care that their conduct was pure, that they were free of obligations, and that they could be a model for the Buddhist people. Women, no less than men, took part in all these activities. We heard that Lakshmibai Naik of Amravati had become a bhikshuni that spent her life in serving society, and so we collected information about her. Lakshmibai was born in Bhimnagar in the city of Akola in 1911. Her father's name, Damaji Shirsat. Lakshmibai was married in 1924 to a man named Sampatrao Naik. Before her marriage, she had passed the 7th standard examination, and afterwards she trained as a teacher. Kashitai Mandavdhare and Lakshmibai Wankhede were with her in this course. Later, Lakshmibai started her own school in Belpura in Amravati and also taught in the school. Belpura was then an extremely backward sector of the city, where the Dalits of the Mahar, Mang, Bhangi, Sambhar Koli, and Khate castes were main residents. Lakshmibai and her husband were thus both founders of the institutions. Her husband had set up a hostel named the Adarsh Ideal Hostel. In those days, running a hostel was no easy task. Around 1921, Lakshmibai established an untouchable women's society. She would organize functions with untouchable and caste women taking part in an effort to remove caste discrimination. An account of year 1929. It was Lakshmibai who had the sensible idea of sending the report of the meeting to the press. When the Scheduled Caste Federation was established in 1942, Lakshmibai went with her daughter to meet Babasaheb Ambedkar. Babasaheb asked her, "You are educated woman. What work you are going to do in the future?" Lakshmibai immediately answered, "We will serve society." Baba was happy to hear this, but he had no time to continue the conversation on that occasion and he went away. Lakshmibai's place of social activity was Amravati. She had a passion for social service, not caring for the consequences for herself or for the children. Her husband, Sampatrao, was also a long-time follower of Ambedkar and an activist. In 1936, he was a member of the Legislative Council in the Central Provinces Assembly. The couple subscribed to the Janta Weekly and kept themselves informed about Babasaheb's work and the movement. Lakshmibai enthusiastically followed her husband's example and regularly attended meetings, sometimes making speeches as well. This has been mentioned in Janta. When Babasaheb converted to Buddhism on 14th October 1956, Lakshmibai too initiated into the Buddhist faith. After this, she read through many books on Buddhism. Although she was working as a school teacher, reading and doing social work after she came home from the school was an obsession with her. Her reading of Buddhist literature and her pursuit of its tenets filled her with new strength and inspiration, and she took the path of spiritual uplift preaching Buddhism. She believed that only Buddhism would ultimately save the world. She was so impressed by the Buddha's teaching that she shaved her head, put on the white robe of a bhikshuni, and began to travel through the villages as a Buddhist preacher. Lakshmibai was the first woman to take to the villages as a bhikshuni after the 1956 conversion. She went to Bodh Gaya and spent a year in the Buddhist Vihar to study the faith and to learn meditation. She undertook pilgrimages to Kushinagar, Bodh Gaya, and other Buddhist holy places. And in Sarnath, she took instructions as bhikshuni from a holy Bhante. Lakshmibai spent her earnings as a school teacher on helping the poor and to spread the faith. Sampatrao did not oppose her in this, but helped her. She began to spend 3 months every year in solitary meditation in remote village named Kundeshwar near Bandera. 3 kilometers from any human habitation, this was the site of the ancient Vihar. This was now an essential part of her life. She had really become a bhikshuni. On one occasion, cattle were dying in the village called Papad. Someone spread a rumor a Buddhist man named Champat was casting spell on them. Infuriated, the villagers took him to Kunbipura, hung him upside down, and later paraded him through the village. When he was brought back to the village, he pleaded for mercy. An atmosphere of fear pervaded the village. When Lakshmibai heard about the incident, she went to Papad at once. But at first, no one dared to tell her anything. The police were reluctant to entertain a complaint or to file a case against the Hindus. Lakshmibai then took the initiative and made the DSP register a case. Eventually, however, Champat himself withdrew the case because of pressure. Lakshmibai spent her life preaching, often visiting villages on foot. On one such visit in Akot, Tehsil of Akola district, she finished her preaching and proceeded to Mundgaon. There, she suffered an attack of sunstroke. The villagers looked after her, but she became unconscious. Her son, Manohar, was informed and she was taken to the Arvind Hospital in Amravati. She passed away on 29 June 1970. A Bhikshuni of New Buddhist community had left behind an ideal for the people.